we're going to talk football right now with Austin Gaetano. Austin, how you doing? Great. Normally you're behind the scenes at ESPN.
Yeah, I get to make sure you look pretty.
That's right. Well, that's pretty hard.
It is.
Yeah. Like I said about Halloween, the Glad wrap, so my mask. Football, you got your Letterman's jacket in?
Yeah.
What grade are you in right now?
I'm a senior.
Okay. And how's Amador doing this year?
Right now we are undefeated at 6-0, and we're going into our 7th game against Calaveras this week. So
Looking for a tough game?
it's always a tough game when we play Calaveras. 2 years ago, we almost had them, but we didn't get it together in time, and so they got us by 4 points. But this year we're hoping to be able to smack them back.
Let us in on a little strategy. What are you going to do different?
Hit a lot.
Okay. Is that a new strategy?
No, we use it primarily all the time.
Now, I don't know what position you don't tell me what position you play. You must be like a linebacker or something like that.
I wish I got to play as linebacker. I practiced it when we do scout defense, but
Okay.
I play offensive strong side guard.
Well, that's a pretty important position.
Yeah, and make sure our quarterback doesn't get sacked.
Well, that and when you do plays, rollouts or things like that, you're the one that has to pull and go out and block, right?
Yeah, on a lot of our plays that we do that.
The lead blocker, right?
Yeah.
My brother was a guard. He was 170 pounds when he was in high school with Paso Robles, which was a pretty good size school.
Yeah, Paso Robles is pretty good.
But he was on the team that won their division title statewide.
Oh, wow.
So pretty good team, huh?
Lucky him.
Yeah, he was all league, all league guard. So that's what you're shooting for, right?
Yeah, at 170 pounds, man, he should have been really fast.
He was really fast, but good blocker too.
Good.
You play in that position. You must weigh what, about 190 pounds?
Thereabouts. I fluctuate like 195 to 200.
So your coach, who is your coach?
Bill Baker.
Okay. Does he have you guys pumping weights all the time? And
yeah, for the most part, all the football players are in one conditioning class because he likes to make it just kind of centered. But because I do come in here, I can't go to do that one, so I have another conditioning class that he has me do.
There's a fine line there between too much conditioning and keeping your speed and your agility.
Yeah, as if you do too much, you can end up pulling a muscle, doing something wrong, or just muscle fatigue in general, and you're no good that time.
Have you guys played Argonaut yet?
No, last game.
That's always a tough one, right?
Always. We've been so close last couple years, and we're hoping to be the team to beat them.
6-0. That's a good record going into Calaveras. But you got Calaveras, and then what?
We have Calaveras, then Somerville, and then Linden, and then Argonaut.
So you got a kind of a tough road to hoe the next 4 games.
Yeah, we're going to have to be working hard, making sure we have everything down on lock and get it done.
As I recall, in some of your earlier games, did you play Ripon or somebody like that?
We played Ripon last year for our playoff game, and we were basically done at that time. Like most of our seniors had already said, we're done, we're fine, and we were one of the bottom row seats going up against top row seat, and they weren't even the team we were supposed to go against, but because of Modesto Christian being in their league, they had to make some changes to the schedule.
And they play a few games down there with recruiting too. You're not supposed to, but somehow they get the Christian students who are the biggest and the best to play football.
They get some big boys to play, but no, we played this year. We played Liberty Ranch, which was a solid team. We should have done better against them, but first game we were a little bit nervous going in. We played ROP from, I think it's over in Valley Springs area. Not necessarily a very, not very good team bonding. Like they didn't really know what they were doing a lot of the time, so that one was a little bit easier for us.
Right.
Galt surprised us. Honestly, we thought we were going to go in and beat them down a little bit more than we did, but they stuck with us and gave us a run for our money.
That's a big area down there in Galt. They have a lot of players to draw.
They do. We did have one issue during that game where one whole set of the lights went out, so we had a half-hour downtime of just stay warm, stay stretched, good. Natomas played a good game. I don't remember the score for that one, but that one, they played really well. So
it hasn't been it's been a good learning season. It hasn't been an easy
it hasn't
season
been
so
an
far.
easy season. Our last 2 games have really pushed us. Capital Christian was hard. I mean, they're big school.
Big players?
Big school, big players. I think one of their guys has a full-ride scholarship to Stanford. He's like 6'6", 300 pounds. Just massive individual.
And he's got to play line then, right?
Yeah, he was one of their D tackles and I think their left side tackle on offense.
You tell me, as a guy your size, less than 200 pounds, if you have to block a guy that weighs 300, have you found a technique to deal with him?
Yeah, you have to stay low. If you're not low, you're going to lose every time. And it just depends on the blocking that you're doing. If you're pulling to hit him, it's a little bit harder because it's like hitting a brick wall more often than not.
You want to stay away from center mass.
Yeah, try and hook a shoulder if anything. So if you're pass blocking, then you can take him straight on. Just make sure you're low enough that he can't just bulldoze his way through you.
Right. Let's talk about the makeup of the team. You're a senior. How many other seniors are going to be moving on?
We have probably a little less than half the team is moving on, and next year's team is set to be a pretty good team as well. But yeah, I think a little less than half, if not half of our team is seniors and will be moving on.
I know Argonaut has the junior Mustangs. Does Amador have a program like that where they actually start the players early?
It was Nuggets until last year or the year before, and then they changed it to the junior Buffaloes. So yeah, they play against the junior Mustangs, and I think they're the Wildcats over in Tuolumne, and just all the different schools.
I know we were laying sod one day, and my one of your coaches, I think, Justin Brazil.
I think he coaches for.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, he got some players to come on over and help lay some sod, so that was very helpful.
They're very creative in their conditioning for those
nice
JV
to have
players.
young guys, young backs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'll find out. You don't know what I mean. You'll find out in about 30 years.
I know. I'm already learning.
But remember, for a young guy, I was a young guy when I played. I was only about 180 pounds, but it takes a toll on your body later.
It really does.
Yeah. You'll find out when you get a little older, your knees and your back and everything else. So you got to be careful out there on the field.
Yeah, it doesn't help that I'm snowboarding as well, so that's no better for my knees.
Well, you're a glutton for punishment.
Oh, I am. I love it.
So you're on the ski team too?
I don't actually. I'm not on the ski team. I just go up with my dad and a couple of my friends. The ski team is pretty expensive for. I mean, I already have my pass. I'm already set to go. All I have to do is get the rest of my gear. I'm ordering new gear this year, too.
Let's talk about the education side, because, you know, when you're playing sports, and a lot of sports, it's difficult to really moderate your sports time and concentrate on academics.
Yeah, I'm having issues with that right now. My grades are still good. I think I only have one B. The rest of them are all A's right now. But it's definitely a game of catch up, because I'll miss one thing and then I might, be taking my lunchtime the entire time, just trying to write something down real fast, make sure I have that assignment done.
Yeah, but people don't realize that. I mean, when you're out there football practice, it's usually at least a 2-hour practice.
Ours has started going from, I think, 3:45 to around 6 on a number of days. Most days it's going till 6.
So almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
So when you're doing that, when you get home,
you're tired.
You're tired.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing homework, but you have to.
To have to sit down and concentrate on homework, so you're really better off getting up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, but then you have to come here.
Yeah, only 2 days a week.
Yeah. Well, you can continue here, but good luck in the rest of your season.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Austin Gaetano and Amador will watch them for the next 4 games, and in the meantime, we're going to take a break and be back with Sprinkle and the Brain.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.